Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to take a look at this dash cam recorder from Conbrov. Let's check it out. So the market's being really saturated with these type devices that are available now to record the activity that's going on surrounding your car. You see a lot of Uber drivers are starting to pick these devices up to really protect themselves in the event that they have an accident and they have a passenger in their car. You also see limousine drivers have these. Those of you who may have frequent stops and have to deal with contesting red light cameras, these dash cams help when you're dealing with those situations. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the box and how this device works. Now inside the box you're going to find a car charger, and it has a pretty long cable here so that you can route it throughout your car. This is a SIM ejector or memory card ejector. You do have a mount, and this is the mount that you'll use to mount the camera. It does have an included micro SD card, and this is 8 gig. User guide, client satisfaction card, and then this is a PC USB cable. Now keep in mind that this is using standard USB. This is not a micro USB, but you have the charger and the cable provided to work with the unit. Now this camera is capable of shooting 1080p, as you can see, resolution, which is great, and it also has microphones that it's going to record everything that's taking place. It also has a good night vision capability. So what we'll do is we'll flip this over just so you can see some of the controls here and functions. Here's where you put your memory card, and these buttons correspond to menu items here, so you can see up down functionality and whatnot. OK functionality, mode functionality, lock and power functionality. At the top here you have an HDMI connection, and then you also have the USB connection, and this is the slot where the mount would go. And then on the bottom you'll notice that there isn't really anything else. So very lightweight, very compact. If I were to put it in my hand, just want to show you how large it is. It's very small, right? So this is going to be something that you would mount right underneath your window of your, well, not underneath your window, but right underneath your rear view mirror. And because you're really not going to be watching the camera, this is more just to record things that are going on. So you want to keep it as high up where it's not a distraction. And in some states, having something on your windshield could be considered a nuisance, and you could get ticketed. So you want to check with your state, but keeping it as high up as you can, either on the top or in an area that's unobstructed. So let's go ahead and power up this unit and see how it works. So I have the unit powered on because the battery was depleted through the USB cable. And what we can start seeing here is overall how quickly the image is showing up. I just want to show you how fast my hand going in front of it just comes in. Good quality, 1080p, and you have a couple things that you can do. You'll notice right now, because the camera is on, you have this countdown. So as soon as you power up, what the design of the solution is supposed to do is to start recording. I don't have a memory card in here, so I'm not recording anything at this time, but it's something that will just happen automatically as soon as you power up your car. This does have also the ability to detect any kind of impact. So when put in parking mode, what will happen is if there's an impact to the front of your car and where the camera is facing, it will pick up the kind of activity that took place there. So a couple things that you have is obviously the OK button here. You do have a couple modes here. Since I have no SD card, it could go into file mode to do playback, or it could actually do photo mode too. Now on this side we have our ability to go into some of the menu options. Just wanted to show you some of the things you have here. So you have the ability, and I'm just going to hit OK, to look at your resolution. 1080p, 720 or VGA, so you have a lot of flexibility there. You have, let's go back to that. You also have the ability to loop recording, and what loop recording means is that it's going to erase the card and continue to loop the recording, and you won't have to ever run into a situation where your memory card is completely full. You can adjust the exposure. This is the motion detection function, and if we go into this, we'll go ahead and hit OK. Here we'll turn that on for our tests, and we'll hit OK again. You do have, let's continue to go down, you do have, if you wanted to record audio, and then this is the gravity sensing. So this is again going to be detecting motion on your car, and that's how you see it on the sides now. So we're going to go ahead into this as well, and then you can determine what your sensitivity is. So we're going to leave this as an OK on the gravity sensing. We can go into the date and timestamp, modify our date timestamp that is on, the parking monitor. Right, so we'll hit OK on parking monitor. We can turn this on so that the parking monitor will basically kick in after 5 to 15 seconds. So, depending on what the situation is, 5, 10, or 30 seconds, it's going to automatically do that. So I'm going to set it to 10 seconds after I park. I'm going to hit OK. And then, again, some other formatting that you could do here. And we'll go in here just to play with this function here. So you can turn this on or off, and we're going to go ahead and also turn this on. And so this is going to look at the lane departure kind of things, and it's going to indicate in the event that you have kind of any lane departure, which is pretty cool. So we have that on, and let's see what else we have in here. Let's see what this is. Okay, so here we can actually look at the date and time and do some of the configuration. So I'm going to set up some of these functions so that we have the unit prepped, and we'll take it out for a ride. All right, guys, so as you can see, here's the mount, the power cord going up, and you can tuck this on the top anywhere here because you have enough cord to do that. And I have it mounted facing outward, and it's kind of hard to see, but we'll try to get there as close as we can. You can see how much of an area it's covering, pretty much from sidewalk to sidewalk. Very rich and vivid, again at 1080p, and it's recording as soon as you turn on your car. It automatically starts. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive around a little bit and see how much it picks up, and then we'll show you the footage. Alright, so here's some examples, some of the footage that we were able to take. I'm going to include in this video kind of an example attached to the review so you can see the overall quality. But as you can see, very wide angle, very rich color, everything is coming out, nothing is really fuzzy, and also there doesn't seem to be any kind of latency whatsoever. So really giving you a lot of protection. So this camera, as we mentioned, does have motion detection. It does have lane departure technology. It does have any kind of movement if your car shakes, if it gets bumped, and it will record those actions. Matter of fact, if it detects motion, it actually a little alarm comes off. It will record also your conversations in the car, or as it hears things, and as again you can put it on a loop so that it continues to re-record on top of what's already there. So a very capable device. So this concludes our review of the Conbrov dash camera, a very capable device for those of you who just want to have that extra sense of protection so you can record everything that's going on, or if you're a professional driver like an Uber driver, I think that this is an essential tool. Thanks for watching.